Prospecting for gold. Prospector Jess, responding to your questions. Hello, fellow gold prospectors. At Hunting for Gold, we are interested in helping you find gold easier and faster through the use of gold prospecting experience and knowledge. It's both a simple and powerful way to find gold fast. I'm Prospector Jess. I thank you for joining me in the adventure of a lifetime, finding where gold hides and how to recover it. How fun it is to hunt gold together. I have a background in geology and engineering. I also have decades-long family experience hunting for gold and finding it. Thanks for the huge response to the email I sent out about your top 2 prospecting questions about finding gold. I'm flattered at the support you give me. It's an honor to be helping such avid prospectors find more gold. Along with the topic areas, I'm including just a few of the questions so that you can get an idea of what your fellow prospectors want. For today, it's an overwhelming amount of questions and requests that I received, but for the future, we'll take them on one piece at a time. Here's another quick snapshot of a handful of the emails that I received around just one of these gold finding topic areas. Wow! In this presentation, I'm going to focus on the most requested topic, which had to do with how to read a creek or how to survey a site for gold. Take a look at these emails. These are all great questions, and I look forward to answering as many as I can as we go along. There are a lot more. So here's a quick site survey tip on finding gold. One of the most important physical principles deals with how gold sinks to the bottom and why finding gold at the basement bedrock level is crucial to your successful search for gold. Why? You must go to bedrock if possible to make sure you find the most gold. Gold, like bullets and baseballs, follows a mostly parabolic trajectory when moving toward the bottom of a creek. It's driven by gravity. Look at the path on the next slide that shows how parabolic movement takes place. Remember, gold is extremely dense, up to 10 times that of quartz silicate minerals that make up most stream bed material, the bed load. So looking at the equation for parabolic trajectory, this is something you get from Physics 101. An object, when it is moving at a standard velocity, say in a stream, would tend to go in a straight line unless it's acted upon by another force. In this diagram, the force would be gravity. In a stream bed, it's gravity in combination with the impacting or impinging forces from a stream flow. Those two act together to cause it to go in a distorted parabolic trajectory, not a perfect curve like you see here, where it forms this nice even bell shape kind of thing. So the idea is, what you want to look for is how gravity acts along with that friction and what it influences the flow of gold. In this case, our golden cannonball flying through the air there is driven by the forces acting on it, just primarily gravity at this point. But as we move along, we'll see what happens. So the next slide is another illustration showing you how gold moves as the two streams intersect. Follow that parabolic trajectory to bedrock. Remember, it's not only going to go with the driving forces of gravity, but it's also going to be distorted by the sideways force of the stream flow. I'll show you this in a three-dimensional idea. It's a little hard to describe, and I had a little trouble drawing it. But the idea is that you're going to have three dimensions to consider, and that is a vertical dimension driven by gravity down into the stream bed, and the other one is a horizontal driven by the stream flow. And those two intercept on your gold target, and it will tend to follow a distorted parabola toward bedrock in the direction of the stream flow. That's the distortion angle. So that concept can help you understand gold flow in existing creeks and in prehistoric or ancient paleo creek systems, such as an old waterfall, hanging river, or old bench deposits, as people were asking about earlier. So if you look at it in a top view and a side view, what you'll see here is in the top view, we're looking down on the stream system as stream 1, that's S1, and stream 2, S2, go into a mixing zone where the streams meet. As they mix, there's something interesting that will happen to your gold. That's shown by the little orange particles moving to the side. And so as they move into the stream flow, they're going to swing to the side. And sometimes they will even swing so sharply and the velocities will change so much that they'll drop out right there just as they enter the mix zone. So that's always a good place to check on the inside edge of that turn right there. The other thing to remember is it's going to follow that parabolic movement. That's what I show in that little inlay that I've kind of expanded in the mix zone. So as it heads in, it would normally go straight unless acted upon by gravity and the stream flow. Because it's affected by the stream flow and gravity, it's going to be moving downward with gravity and sideways with the stream flow. Hence, it's going to need a little three-dimensional kind of view. Hence, I have the side view where I show the stream 2, its bedrock being shallower, up higher vertical, and stream 1 having the higher flow is deeper into the bedrock. When the two meet, that gold particle will plunge into any pool that's in that area and go immediately to the bottom, adjacent to where the two intersect, and then start crawling along the bottom, driven by what's the combined flow of the two streams. It's very important to recognize that that parabolic drop is going to be extremely steep, and the reason is that you have a very strong stream flow, but you have a very dense material affected by gravity. That intense gravitational draw will pull that gold down below everything else faster than everything else, simply because the gold is so much more dense than the common bedrock material flowing along with it. It will tuck itself under. Remember, everything in that flow is in agitation. It's like a mixer. And so it's going to cause anything that's dense and heavy to flow to the bottom immediately. Everything else will flow along a top side until it passes the gold by. The gold will go find something nice and neat to hide in, like a crack or a trap, and then it will disappear from flow. And that's what you're looking for, is those concentrators near those bends. And so that's the tip I have for you today, is keeping in mind gold and parabolic trajectory to the bottom. That's bedrock. And the reason it goes there is because it can go no further. But it must go toward bedrock or a false bedrock before it stops moving. Learn to look for evidence of those concepts when you survey, sample, and map your site's pay streaks. It can make all the difference in your gold recovery. Thanks, and stay tuned for more coming up this week. Keep watching your email inbox for the next update. I was thrilled to see how many of these questions are spot on and how closely they relate to what I'm going to show you in the next few emails. I have another request for you. Please join us over on Facebook. I just put a picture up on the Hunting for Gold fan page. Just look it up, Hunting, F-O-R-G-O-L-D. I'd appreciate it if you'd post your comments and pictures regarding what you learned most from this discussion or from applying what I teach. Thank you for all the feedback and your support. You make it worthwhile. Thanks and good prospecting. Prospector Jess, huntforgold.com.